together.
I think you'll be more accepting of being talked down to if someone looks like this.
Yes.
But his
I'm just joking
watercolors,
about that, of course.
his watercolors, he just like paints all the time now, and they're better than most like artists.
I'm sure.
Like he just
He's
like
a brilliant guy.
he like went into it hard, you know?
Look, that guy is responsible for all this. If it wasn't for him, I mean, we got ahead of the game.
Yeah, like,
because of the Howard Stern show. That's very good.
You know
this
what
is recent?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
so how long did he take to be able to paint like this?
I think he just dedicated like 10 years to it, you know?
Wow.
And he's like, and it's honestly, probably why he's not that good at broadcasting anymore.
Because he's interested in
yeah,
that.
because he's like, and you could tell, like, that's a
really
lot.
good,
it's
man.
really good, right?
It's really good. Like perspective,
I mean,
shading,
I
everything.
offered him art lessons after I did his show. I was like, hey, dude, if you ever want to, like, and he's like, I'm not even close
Look at that.
It's great. Like,
you might be right about that. Maybe that's like his primary focus now.
So I always remember,
but it's also probably like, that's why he doesn't go into town. I mean,
look at that shit, dude. He's like, and those things are tiny. Those are like with those tiny brushes, and
it's really incredible. It's really incredible. But of course, it just like makes sense. Like when I heard that he was like really into chess, I was like, oh, of course he is. That makes sense. It's like whatever led him to figure out how to be the biggest broadcaster in history, that kind of energy could apply to anything. And you're seeing that with
if
the
you're doing that,
yeah,
then it's like that took away from, you know, you only have certain hours in the day.
Right.
And like that's not like a casual, like he's going for it.
Right.
Like that's like, he could sell those in a gallery, right?
I wonder if they're complementary though, because some things I think other activities are complementary. There's like cross training.
That's no talking. Like he uses that's like quiet, nobody, like silent. That's meditation.
But my thought was, I wonder if that stimulates the mind in a way that might actually make him better at talking to people. Because oftentimes that does happen. Like when you get good at another thing, like you get better at certain aspects of other things that you do that are like correlated.
So can I tell you what happened? And I would love your feedback on it.
Yes.
So I'm kind of like, I didn't realize it, but I'm kind of like that too, right? And just being born and raised in Los Angeles, people go, are you interested in making movies or being an actor? And I never really put it together, but I was like, why would I want to be an actor? Like the only roles available for Asians are Kung Fu Master, which I'm not that good at martial arts. I am an MMA artist, mixed media artist, but not that kind of artist. And I'm not, you know, what is it? It's either like nerd, like math geek, waiter, like it's just, I'd never seen an Asian guy be the lead or something, so it just like I killed the own dream for me, you know? In the same way, when I give art lessons or play with like someone who's not an artist, the first thing they always throw out is like, I suck. And I go, why did you do that? Why did you just like do that to yourself before we even started?
Yeah.
And it's because we do that from the day that we can talk and walk, right?
Well, we also do that to express humility out of respect for what you do. There's like people say things like that just because they're a fan. Like if you asked me if I could draw, I'd go, I could draw pretty good, but I kind of suck compared to you. I would say that's why they're doing it. They just don't want you to think like, oh, I'm a fucking artist too, bro. You know, like they don't want to come off douchey. They're fans.
I hear you. And that's fair, but don't you think at a young age, if they see like a kid being strong or doing something athletic, they go, oh, he's going to be a football player. And you already start getting boxed into. Like if I start drawing and stuff, they're like, oh, he's going to be an artist. So in the same way, I killed my own dream because I was like, there's just nothing. Like if the movie in my head, I am Indiana Jones. I'm the fucking Wolverine. I'm Batman. I'm all those things. But I wouldn't have that role if I got it. So I just killed the dream for myself. In the same way, I grew up in a lot of different mixed neighborhoods. And so my dad, who's a great athlete, he plays every sport, would take us to like the playground, and there'd be all these black guys playing basketball, and he could sink it from anywhere in the court, and he'd give us the ball and go, now your turn. Keep in mind, I've never thrown a basketball, so it's like the second I miss, Mr. Miyagi, it's like, it's not a safe place to make accidents and whatever.